Good morning. Welcome to another morning broadcast where we jump on the charts and analyze different tickers. We analyze the scanner and find the best stocks to trade for the day. So if this is your first time, we meet every day, Monday through Friday, every weekday, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My methodology that I follow consists of me finding momentum in high volatility stocks. I'm looking for asymmetrical moves, directional skew. So my focus is on finding tickers that have significant catalysts and high volume or that are trending. So let's jump in. I normally start off with the major indices so I can have a macro picture of what's going on in the market. And then we zoom on down into individual names for the day. We've already had some hot trades this morning. So we'll cover those and we will look at the major indices now. So, all right. Again, thank you all for joining every morning, being here with me. If this is your first time, please like, subscribe, and share. Liking will help me continue with this stream. And drop your comments and questions, and let's have a little conversation this morning as we work on our game plan together. So this morning we had a few trades already. DJT had hot news. They announced a new fintech initiative. So anything around DJT, Donald Trump's company or companies will fire off some momentum, right? So just a quick scout this morning on DJT. Another one that really flew this morning was SLXN. So this one flew this morning, gave us some quick scouts. If you want to look for smaller price stocks to trade, a lot of times those names will fly, they'll have a strong upside in the morning, pre-market. So definitely take a look at the pre-market trading hours and stocks if you want to catch the lower price stocks. It's a great time. So you can start early and maybe trade an hour or two after the market opens, and you'll have some really good setups. All right, let's talk about overall picture. So big picture, we saw the indices rebound, right? So tech has started to rebound, and there's been a lot of news around the DeepSeek AI announcement, China's version of OpenAI. So after the gap, we expected a bounce. So we were actually trading the long side, and we saw the bounce happen beginning Monday. Tuesday, it continued, right? So we're going to see what happens Wednesday today. And we need to, what we'll need to do is we will use our overall perspective, which is the earnings, growth, and macro picture of fundamentals are supporting the rally on stocks, right? Now, when we had the drop on Monday, I said, hey, this is a great opportunity because this sharp decline is a knee-jerk reaction, right, to the DeepSeek AI announcement. So using all of that information, we were long, right, on indices overall market. And that's what we saw happen. Now, there's more developments coming out, and there's some companies that still haven't quite caught up, like NVIDIA, for example. So NVIDIA, we were looking, like after the drop, we wanted to see if we could catch the rally. I mean, this one dropped about, 14, 17%. So there's still a ways to go. So we'll see if NVIDIA recovers. If so, if we see a strong rally on NVIDIA, that will be reflected in the overall market. So, overall positive outlook on indices. We're just going to keep our eye on that rally and try to take advantage of the price action and volume as much as possible. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at what's on the list for today. Now, the China names I would actually that are starting to heat up. Alibaba came out with news saying that they had a more powerful version of tech than the DeepSeek uh, AI, right? So what we saw is late yesterday rally between yesterday and today, about 10%, right? So it gapped up pre-market and it's rallying. So I would take a look at Baba, take a look at the other Chinese names in that pot. So, you know, generally what I'll do is I'll save baskets, watch lists in TradingView. A few of them aren't here, but you know, Futu, Baba, Duo, JD, we can see that they have been rallying lately. So Baba rallying, JD rallying. So we see there was this range here, started to trend down, and then yesterday we see a pop here. So they're gaining some momentum, some of those China names. So we'll be taking a look at them today. If you look at, they've been trending here since earlier this month, right? We had this this move to the downside, this decline, and then it rallied. So I'll be looking for plays on the China names there. Okay. Now another one that had NXT, fresh news, solid earnings, raised their price target. As I mentioned earlier this week, like with AT&T, I really like the earnings plays. Generally at the open, those they may run up, right? So earlier this week, AT&T announced its earnings, so we were trading AT&T Monday, and then yesterday we were looking at it as well. It actually took some time. It ranged in the beginning of the day, and then later on, it kept rallying. So NXT, this one, fresh news, been rallying in the pre-market. So let's see how that one plays out. All right, I mentioned DJT, so I'm going to look at. This doesn't hit stop. I won't. This is already up. At least 1 to 2.5. So normally I'll have this. I'll put the long position tool looking at like larger targets, and then I'll have TPs in between. So different levels, I'll take profit based on swing points. All right, so DJT with that fresh news, I want to take a look at that. It's moving up the scan. Would like to look at the volume at the open to see if this move sustains. Maybe we have that initial push up, it breaks some levels, and we have another push to the upside. Okay. All right, answer a few questions here. CyberSec with Desire. How do I join the live trade? Okay. Open a ticket and we'll help you out right away. Okay. Open a ticket. Go to the support ticket section in Discord. You should see it at the top of Discord. You should only have maybe like 2 or 3 channels right now. Open a ticket. We'll help you out. Okay. All right. This is a different tier. Just tag admin. Yep. Thank you. Amin. All right. Where do I find those catalysts or news? So with TradingView, the great thing about TradingView is that if you click on this button, this bubble here, sometimes the news will just be, they have a news feed directly here in TradingView. TradingView has really leveled up. So TradingView leveled up. What I would do is first, before you go anywhere else, click here and try to see if there's a news announcement headline there. Okay, so that's what I would do. Otherwise, you can go to a free site, is newsfilter.io, which is a really good one. All right. So FFIE, this one the headline looked promising earlier, but I mean, and it rallied in the post market. I'm gonna keep an eye on this one to see if we have another rally. So this one, let's see here, we had a major rally in December last month. So major push here. So I'm going to keep my eye on this level. This is a daily level. So I'll be taking a look at potentially trading FFIE if we can get above that $1.50 range there. All right. Let me check out the chat. What trading platform? what platform are you trading stocks on? The main platform that I use is Dash Trader Pro. If you are in the US, you can use Thinkorswim and open up a brokerage account with Schwab. It's a great option, no commissions, and you can get started for a small amount of money. That's a really good option. If you're not in the US, then another option is to use Interactive Brokers. That's another option. Very, very trustworthy brokerage account. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but from my experience and also knowing others that have made millions in both of those brokers, those are pretty solid brokers. Okay, so DJT we covered, fintech. Let's see. All right, let's talk about. Abdul, you mentioned in a previous video that you use a 30-cent stop. Can you please elaborate a little more on this? I'm guessing you would want bigger wide space stop for swing trades, though. For swing trades, yes. Generally, my stops are based on candles or zones. So I'll do a longer video on that if you need. Okay. So Jerome Johnson, JJ. I'm just gonna say JJ. Just make sure I'm saying your name correctly. But I'm a long base trader. So, but there are successful traders that short, go long. They do both. Some that are primarily short. All right. So drop in the chat what you mean to take a look at, and I will take a look at it. Yeah. So far I was looking at it. You know, the earnings, it dropped. Wanted to see if it would curl over. It shorted yesterday, so it looks like it could potentially short again. But I have the 1625 marked. If it breaks above, we see volume, then maybe go long. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right. So I'm going to cover a few more. These are higher price stocks, but they have good news. So I normally cover the lower price stocks in the beginning, just because I know a lot of people have smaller accounts and you're in the building phase, which is good. So in the stocks, we have small caps, mid caps, large, mega cap, right? So towards the end of these calls, I'll discuss the larger cap stocks and up and above, because some of us have larger accounts and we can take advantage of some of those moves. So I want to make sure that I cover a well-rounded, have a well-rounded view. But I would say if you can't trade some of these larger stocks, no worries. I'll be given the sauce. I'll be given the game for how to trade both. Okay. All right. So here, so Apple rallied again, and then fresh news with a downgrade here. And we have two major companies that are reporting today earnings. It is Meta and Microsoft. Okay, so Meta and Microsoft. So Apple, I take a look at, it's been rallying, high volatility. So I take a look at Apple today, and all right. So Starbucks reported better than expected, rallied, dropped, and rallied in the pre-market. Okay, so we see rallying in the pre-market now. Because of the earnings play here, I take a look at Starbucks if you can trade it. Earnings are one of my favorite catalysts to trade. All right. So Microsoft, take a look at Microsoft. They'll be reporting. It's likely that they'll report strong. They've been strong into earnings, right? And there's an obvious level here, right? So they'll report post market. So post market, we'll see like if there's a drop or if there's a break of this level. So we have obvious targets there, and then Meta as well is one that one can take advantage of. Been strong over the last few days since that drop. So Meta also will be reporting, right? So these are hot names. Some people are trading options as well. So that are on the call. So I am covering options as well. Tesla, I mean, not options, sorry, covering some of the bigger names. Tesla, I take a look at as well. And lastly, Reddit. So it's been running up as well. Okay. All right. So let's see, sir, can you point out for me what's the best brokerage and platform on the stock market? All right. I will do a detailed video on this for US and non-US traders because this is a hot question. Okay. So I think I can do a video this week. I'll just drop a video on that. Okay. Rewind the call. I talked about the brokers I mentioned a few brokers and platforms. Okay. Zadul. I just opened up with CMEG2 is leverage X6 for all stocks or only with stocks over 5. I've heard different things from different traders. So Desiree, great question. So this is my first time using CMEG, and I sent my wire transfer and they still haven't verified it. So I read through the documents and it looks like they removed the $5 rule. I read through the Dash Trader Pro. I'm using Dash Trader Pro. It looks like stocks below $1 that you get leverage above for $1 and above. I think it was $5 at one point, $3 at another point, and $1. But their support has been very responsive when I've asked questions. So I definitely go take a look at their. I definitely email their support team. Okay, all right. So, any other questions? What else are you looking at? Let's take a quick look at the scan. Monday started off really hot. Tuesday, pre-market was good. The first hour or so of the market yesterday was just a little choppy. Then it started taking off. So we'll see how it goes. But January has been a great month. 2025, I believe, will be my best year. It's already starting off better for me than I've ever had. So hopefully you all are having the same experience, and hopefully this game plan, sharing of the game plan will be something that helps out everybody grow tremendously using Dashboard. I'll just send my all right, cool. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna jump off now, and please like this video, share with others, drop me some feedback so I'll know how to continue to improve our live sessions. T-Mobile ported. Yeah, there we go. So earnings season happens 4 times a year, right? It's per quarter. The earnings reports generally come out with large cap and above stocks. So, if you're able to trade in that arena, then this is normally a really hot time. And if you want momentum, if you're looking for volatility, then definitely you can take a look at the earnings reports. So the scanner that I use, if you look at the description here, trade ideas, actually they have a feature where you can see the top movers and top losers, or biggest losers by earnings. So to look a day back and give you all of the earnings, the stocks that are moving based on earnings. So it's a shortcut for me to filter through a lot of the names. So that's a feature that's available with trade ideas. All right, platinum features. This is not, I got platinum features. This is Planet Labs. There we go. While we were on the call, starts to rally. All right, so I'll take a look at it. First thing I do is I look and see if there is what types of what kind of headline is there. Signs 230 million commercial agreement for Pelican satellites. That's why we have the rally there. Here. Planet Labs signs 230 million deal to build satellites for Asian customers. There we go. All right, so let's take a look at it, okay? All right, so I hope you all, let's see what of overall Forex and commodities, the best volatile pair is gold. I trade gold for almost 2 years now. I want to switch to stocks. Market step by step. What's the best volatile pair? Can someone trade? I would say volatility in the stock market, it moves around. And that's one of the benefits of it. I would say small cap stocks are very volatile. They'll have the largest moves, 100%, 200%, 300, 400, 500%. Small cap stocks like between $1 and 20, maybe $1.30. So I would say if you look at those stocks, okay. All right. What about using lower leverage, say Forex or 6S is a sweet spot? Really, I don't recommend that people necessarily use the leverage, especially in the beginning. You may have higher leverage so that you can afford higher price stocks. That's the benefit. But let's say you have 100, let's say you have 5K. You don't want to risk $1,000 on a trade, right? Just because you can. But you can purchase higher price stocks because of the leverage, because you have higher buying power. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's do it. So hope y'all have a great trading day. All right. Hope you have a great trading day. Please make sure that you follow your plan, your routine, your playbook. If you don't have a playbook, that's the first focus before you trade in the live market. Know exactly how much you're going to risk on every trade. We should know the grades of our trades. If we aren't able to differentiate the grades of our traits, everything should start off at the same level, right? As a B risk trade. Then as you look at your data, you start to delineate and divide the setups by grade, right? And then you can start to skew your risk. And that's when, after the consistency, you start to size differently. That's when you start to see that major bump in your equity curve. All right, so I hope you have a great trading day. Hope you enjoyed this session. I will see you back here again tomorrow. Thanks. See you later.